Good evening, this is Lisa Music reporting for Red-Headed Black Belt and KMUD News. I am on the Alder Point Bridge, now known as the Trevor Early Memorial Bridge here in Alder Point, and you are looking at the east side of this bridge fire. This fire began earlier this evening, just before 6 p.m., with 3 ignition points along Alder Point Road. It was called in. CAL FIRE as well as local fire departments responded to this fire. There was 1 ignition point just east of the Trevor Early Memorial Bridge and 2 ignition sources just west of Alder Point. Those 2 ignition sources threatened several structures and came within 5 foot of a residence just off of Alder Point Road. I spoke with that homeowner earlier who was very relieved to have prevented her home from burning and was understandably very excited and out of breath and concerned from this quick ignition and threat to her home. That home was saved. However, adjacent to that on the other side of the road, an outbuilding did burn. We have been told by official sources, and that building, as far as we know, is the only structural loss at this point. Earlier in the evening, we spoke with Battalion Chief McLaughlin from the Weock CAL FIRE station, who is the incident commander here on the bridge fire, and he told us that the west side of the bridge fire, burning west of Alder Point, had burned approximately 40 acres, and that fire appeared to be pretty, not contained, those are official words, but pretty in good working order, not flaming like this fire here on the east side. And because of the structures on the west side, a lot of resources were on that fire and hit it quick, along with air attack, dozers, hand crews, water tenders, lots of resources pouring into the Alder Point area this evening. That fire is looking pretty good. I did see a lot of resources heading here as well. Here on the east side, there was a single ignition point here. This east side of the Alder Point Bridge, the Trevor Early Memorial Bridge, this goes into large tracts of land. I believe there's a lot of grassland, some timber stands, some brush, but mainly large swaths of grassland here. And zinnia and kitten palm are up and over the ridge, quite a ways away. However, fire crews are working diligently to make sure that this fire gets contained. Around 8 o'clock, Battalion Chief McLaughlin had told us that this side was 80 plus acres. We do not have its current size. We have been told that Ferris will be mapping this from the sky this evening. Once we have those numbers, we'll go ahead and put those details out. But as of around, I guess that was 8 p.m. this evening, McLaughlin had let us know the west side of the bridge fire was 40 acres. The east side was 80 plus acres at that point. So obviously this has grown. You can see here, this reflection is the river, the main stem of the Ill River, just south of Alder Point. This is going upriver. This fire has been burning south to southeast on the east side of this, and this entire area is under evacuation warning. Residences have been notified. Residents along the west side where that fire was burning, Humboldt County Sheriff's Office deputies did go door to door and alert people that there was a wildfire in their area. vegetation fire in their area, and the threat to them and their homes. A lot of structure protection was going on earlier in this fire. Now you can hear the chainsaws, the crews. This main bridge is the source to getting on this east side of this bridge fire. You can see some lights on the south tip of this fire. It is burning southeast. Luckily the river is a great fire break. However, if conditions change, things like that happen, we could be looking at something else. We are continuing to see resources, and McLaughlin let us know that air crews would be rejoining this fight in the morning when daylight breaks and flight conditions allow them to return to this fire.